welcome to the mat, and welcome to a brand new year. 2026 is here, and today is going to be day one of a 7-day yoga series to regulate the nervous system. Each class is in between 15 and 45 minutes long. Each class time will sort of vary just depending on the day and the structure of the class. And so really you won't need any props at all. There may be a few things like some bolsters or blocks, but it's nothing that we wouldn't ordinarily have in our yoga practice. And so I'm really excited about this. I love to ease into the beginning of a new year. Technically, I don't do any New Year's resolutions. I have in the past, but it's been several years and I actually don't do that anymore. I still think that this is a time to be soft with our bodies as we're still in a resting phase. So this is kind of a gentle opportunity for you to be able to give back to yourself a little bit. After the holiday, after the busyness, after all the chaos of maybe family being in and just all of the things, I really invite you to find a softer way to transition into a new year. And again, doesn't mean that you can't have goals. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't set those things. But for me personally, my own practice, I really like to just take it easy right now. And so this is one of the best ways I know how to do that and really sort of set the foundation for my nervous system and how I move forward in another year. So I invite you guys to do the same and join me each day. If you love these videos and you like them, please give me a thumbs up. Each day over from now, so for the 2nd to the 8th, there will be a new video released each day. So I hope you love them. And if you have any comments or any questions, please remember to always listen to your body first above everything else. And I hope you guys love it. All right. So if you're ready, we're just going to close your eyes. We're going to come to an easy seat. So whatever feels good. And I want you just to maybe inhale, take the shoulders up towards your ears. And then exhale, relax those shoulders down. So I want you to sit up nice and tall so that the spine is lengthened, things are long, but your shoulders are relaxed, they're back. And with each exhale, you can soften a little bit. So maybe just take a moment to let the stillness sort of sink in. I know we've been really busy. Just allowing some space for stillness within your breath, within your body, within this space. And then just pausing. Maybe softly start to bring awareness to your nose as you inhale and exhale. Soft, smooth breaths in and out of the body. Relaxing your face, your jaw. And just giving yourself a body scan. So just noticing, maybe moving through your body one breath at a time, starting at the very top of your head, the crown of your head. And just begin to soften parts of your body. Maybe that space between your eyes. Soften your scalp. Soften through your jaw. Let the eyelids be soft and heavy. And the eyeball gently relaxes in its space. tongue relaxes from the roof of the mouth. The jaw releases any unnecessary tension. And that softness moves into your throat as it relaxes to the shoulders as they just soften and get a little bit heavier. And from your shoulders all the way to your fingers, everything is nice and long, soft and relaxed. Maybe the next time you inhale, you notice that your breath gets a little deeper than it was before. It's because you're softening things down. You're giving your body permission to relax. To step away from that fight or flight mode into a softer, safer space. And just breathe. Softening through your chest, your collarbone, down into your belly. You inhale, you notice the ribs fill with air. Those tiny spaces separate just a little bit more as you deepen the breath. Bring your awareness to your tailbone. So the next time that you inhale, I want you to think as you inhale that you're lengthening your spine. Things get a little longer. You're breathing into each vertebrae. And then exhale, softly releasing everything back to the mat. And 2 more breaths like that. Smooth, envisioning each vertebrae as it gently separates just a tiny bit. And then exhaling, releasing it back out. Last one. Maybe you start to notice those seat bones. Maybe feeling a little heavier, a little more connected to the earth beneath you, to the mat, to the floor, whatever. It starts to feel a little more connection. Shifting your awareness into your hips and your pelvis. And noticing that this is an area that we often hold emotion in. This is where we store our stress. This is where we store all of our emotional things. So just taking a moment to notice how your hips feel. Tight or tense, maybe a little stiff. Just being aware. And then simply shifting that awareness down through the thighs. Both legs soften as you go all the way to the very tips of your toes. Breathing into the hip joint, pelvis. And as you exhale, you're just giving your body, this area, permission to soften, to release. It doesn't have to be tense or tight anymore. Reminding yourself that it's okay to simply just be here. to be safe, not to have to defend yourself, not to feel tense or feel on edge, but just soften a little deeper into this space. And when you're ready, I want you just to start to maybe sway side to side. Just to add some movement in, you can drop your chin towards your chest gently. Maybe inhale around. Exhale, release. Just moving whatever way feels good. Moving your fingers. Good. And then softly, I want you to just start to move the legs a little bit. We're going to transition into cat-cow. So taking a moment, maybe just rubbing your hands to the feet, around to the hips and down through the shins, whatever feels good. And then softly as you shift into that cat-cow. And taking your time once you're here. You've got some time here. So rather than a traditional class of us rushing through, I want you to drop your head. And you're going to spend some time here, about a minute or so, really softening through this posture. So again, moving organically with your breath. And what I mean when I say that is I want you to really pull in what feels good. Anytime that your mind wanders off into another space, another thought, rather than criticizing yourself, I want you just to bring your awareness back to that breath as you pull it in through your nose and out through the nose. Good. Pausing back to the center. And when you're ready, I want you to inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Take your time, use your breath. Moving very softly and slowly, and close your eyes. Notice the fingers as they're connected to the earth beneath you. The fingers be wide, palms press into the mat. Soft bend in the elbows. Gently moving. Good, just a few more. Tacking that belly button back towards your spine. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale, round. Good. And slowly, when you're ready, we're going to take the knees as wide as the mat. And we're just going to make our way down. So nice and slow. We're just going to soften things down. Gently stretching one arm out and then the other. And there's no forcing in this practice. So really taking your time. Allowing things to soften. Settling in for about a minute or so here. Shifting when you need to, moving the hips. Maybe repositioning the arms, whatever feels good. And then inviting in that stillness. So finding that comfortable space.
And then offer in some stillness. Taking that breath nice and slow. Just noticing that connection from your third eye as it presses gently on the mat beneath you. Just allowing your body to rest, to feel safe and supported. Allowing the hips to soften. Simply breathing. Allowing the body to get heavy. Simply letting go of all the tension, all the space that we hold, everything that we stay tense in, the way that our arms clench together, our hips hold that tension, our jaw, everything relaxes and softens. Good, one more breath here. Good, and when you're ready, I want you to start to move, maybe press into those palms. You're going to simply come up, be gentle with the legs, take just a moment here. Maybe take those hips side to side. Then you're going to come all the way onto your back. So moving softly, just going to come, I'm going to turn this way, going to come all the way onto your back. When you get there, I want you to bring your knees in towards your chest. Just take a moment, soften out, and then just start to bring the knees into your chest. Maybe taking a moment here, side to side. And then as you take your arms out to a T, take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, I want you to drop your legs over towards the left. Good, taking a moment, just allowing the body to soften. Good, one more breath. Then softly the head comes back to center, knees come back to center. Bring them into your chest once more. And then exhale as you soften them out the other way. Take at least 3 breaths here. Relax through the hip. Relax your jaw. Slowly bring the head back to center. Pull those feet back to the mat, taking just a moment. I want you to take the knees in toward one another. So the feet are going to come out, Things are going to be soft. I want you just to allow the hands to rest on the belly. I want you to get comfortable here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. We have 4 more of those. Very soft, very intentional. Move at your own pace. Breath in. And out. Good. And again. And out. Good, just 2 more. This is your last breath, maybe the biggest breath you can take. On in through your nose and all the way down into your belly. A little more air in at the top. And exhale. Let all of that breath out of your body. I want you to allow the breath to return to normal. Make any final adjustments you need to soften, to relax. Your face, your eyes, your jaw. The only thing I want you to notice is your hands that are resting on your belly. Notice the gentle inhale as the belly lifts, and the exhale as everything contracts back towards the center. I just want you to be faintly aware of this. You have about a minute or so left of stillness and quiet.
softly as you start to follow the sound of my voice again. I want you to start to deepen the breath, and next time you inhale, bring awareness to your hands and your belly. And exhale, and as you exhale, I just want you to take the arms out, the hands out beside you, palms face up. Next breath in, I want you to slowly make a gentle fist. And as you exhale, you're going to open. Good. One more time. Just bring some awareness back. And exhale. Maybe move your fingers and your toes. Good. Start to move the knees away from one another. Good. Maybe stretch the legs long. Inhale, take your arms over your head. And then exhale, softly rolling onto your right side. Good. Taking just a moment in this space. One last opportunity to release any stress, any tension, or worry out of the body. And when you're ready, you can press yourself up, coming back to that gentle seat on your mat, keeping your eyes closed or a soft gaze, whatever feels good. And gently just bringing your hands to your heart as we close out practice. Finding honor in this space of stillness and quiet, to allow the body to rest, to restore itself, to clear your mind, to nourish the nervous system from the inside out. It is always such an honor to be in this space, to share, to practice, and to grow, but more importantly, to heal. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I hope that you all feel a little more at ease. So whatever time of the day that you are practicing, I hope that you feel more calm and more peaceful, and I will see you back here for day 2.